Hey everybody, it's Tom and T from Show Me Coasters, and today it's not a joke. Earlier today, Six Flags made an offer to purchase Cedar Fair. This would be a really massive merger if it actually goes through.
Yeah, this would put the Six Flags with almost 30 parks nationwide here. With Cedar Fair having about 11, and we have about 15, 16.
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
So my biggest concern is if the merger does go through, there'll be too much saturation of all these parks, and my biggest fear is that some of the smaller park might be closed due to the oversaturation.
So yeah, the first time we heard about this was from Reuters whenever there was a spike in the Cedar Fair stock after people learning that Six Flags had made the offer. But it also caused Six Flags to dip a little bit, their stock prices. But
this is if you know anything about investment, what company posts is not necessarily accurate, because they can declare a loss and save the money and build on the side. So I take these numbers as a grain of salt. It don't mean anything. But if you pay attention to what's been going on in the amusement industry, I think there's the public has their attitude toward entertainment park has become more malaise, more they burn out on it. So Cedar Fair has been infamous for shoving these $30-40 million coaster, and it doesn't necessarily bring in more audience. It's just bringing the people that's already there. And in the last few years, they don't post it or don't say anything about it, but you can tell by when they introduce new rides for the coming year that the profit is down. Like for this year, out of 11 parks, only one park has getting a coaster, which is Kings Island. The rest were getting water park
expansions.
So the other thing that we observe, as we could see things a little differently than other YouTubers, is that the other thing that I noticed between Cedar Fair and Six Flags is the price differences between the two chains. For $200, I could get a family of 4 into Six Flags Park and travel over the nation. Meanwhile, the same equivalent in Cedar Fair, you have to pay $230 per person. That the option to jump from park to park, all over the nation. And for a family of 4, that's over $1,000, and that's that they can price themselves out of competition. Like I noticed that when we travel between the Cedar Fair and Six Flags, even our home park at Six Flags St. Louis, it seems like it's more crowded since they dropped the price there.
Yeah, I think
$100 would get 2 people in for the whole season.
Yeah, this year at Six Flags St. Louis, the attendance has been way up.
But Cedar Fair, we went to Kings Island and Canada's Wonderland and Worlds of Fun. It seems a little empty.
Yeah, Kings Island, I mean, everything, we didn't have a very long wait for anything. The park wasn't that crowded. And that was for their haunt season.
So the other thing that we mention is Wells Fargo, one of the big investor with Cedar Fair. They think
that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but it's for one, Six Flags does not have a CEO. Not that they can't create a position, but
now the one thing that I think, and several other people have said this too, is that maybe Six Flags might buy some of the smaller market parks from Cedar Fair. It's like Valley Fair, Dorney Park,
Michigan Adventure.
Now that would be a really good.
They would.
That would be great for those parks.
Yeah, because Six Flags does add everything to every park, and Cedar Fair does not.
No, Cedar Fair plays favorites.
Yeah.
So, but really, I mean, the Cedar Fair fanboys are not going to be happy with this at all.
But we'll be happy because we have to pay $1,000 just to get all 4 of us into the Cedar Fair park. Now, I don't know. I mean, it'll be the one that's going to win is the public. Now you have access to jump all the place, and with Six Flags running these parks, the price is going to drop way down, and it'd be more affordable than what Cedar Fair is charging.
So that's going to do it for today's news about Six Flags trying to purchase Cedar Fair. This is Tom.
This is T. In our opinion, I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does happen, the one that would win is the public. You won't have to pay 2 different seasons pass anymore.
No, but
But the loss could be some of the smaller parks could close. It'll be oversaturation. Like in the Midwest here, all of a sudden Missouri would have 2 Six Flags parks: Six Flags Worlds of Fun and Six Flags St. Louis.
Yep. But another thing, I really wouldn't want to see like some of the Cedar Fair parks being rebranded as.
You don't have to.
Six Flags, I mean, I really like the Planet Snoopy areas and Camp Snoopies, and I like the theming that the Cedar Fair parks has.
If they do buy out this Planet Snoopy, all the Peanut characters are going to be gone. But I don't think they'll do that. They didn't do it with Darien Lake or Frontier City yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll change Millennium Force to Superman Ride on Steel or something. Or Fury 325 becomes, who knows, Riddler's Revenge or something. So that is going to be our thought on this. As much as like to see, I think competition is good, and I hope that they don't merge.
I would much rather see Cedar Fair bring their ticket prices down.
That's the only way they can compete, and they're getting Six Flags bottom out the price, and Cedar Fair is hurting. Outside of the 5 major park, they can't compete with Six Flags because if one park charge you $50, another park charge you $250. What's the public going to choose? The $50 per person. I meant to say all access to different parks that Six Flags does offer, but doesn't cost as much as Cedar Fair.
So that's going to do it. This is Tom.
This is T.
Leave us some likes and subscribes. And
please
comment.
be kind.
We'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day.
Thank you.